Any wrestling fan that has a collection of action figures is going to want a ring to put them in at some point. And usually, you can go to any big box store's toy aisle and find a whole bunch of cool rings that have either like some weird launching mechanisms to make the figures fly, they'll break apart, or they'll have all these weird extra pieces to make your own structures and shit. But if you're serious, and I mean serious, about your wrestling figures, and you want a ring that's as serious as you are, this is the Ultimate Edition Raw is War Wrestling ring from Mattel. And let me tell you, this is some serious shit. Now, if you have been to your local store's toy aisle and you've seen the rings that they have on offer there, you're gonna notice right away that the box for this thing is a lot bigger than the ones you see in the stores. That's because this ring is to scale. Now, if you take your average 6-inch WWE figure and you just say, hey, you know, let's say this guy's 6 feet tall. Obviously, you can't do this with a Rey Mysterio figure. Compare that 6 foot tall figure to the rings that you can buy in store, and those rings are tiny, maybe 10 by 10 or 12 by 12. Real wrestling rings are so much bigger than that, and this ring takes that into account. Now, there's no measurements on the box or anything, but reading the online descriptions when I bought this thing, they said this ring was like 21 inches maybe, and that's not diagonally, that's each side. Now, as you can clearly see, this ring in particular is an old school Raw is War ring, and it comes with an Ultimate Edition Kane figure. Now, I don't think this is different from the regular Ultimate Edition Kane that you can get. I'm not 100% on that, but it looks about the same. It's got the extra hands, the extra heads, and all the cool shit that usually comes with Ultimate Edition figures. Now, if we look here at the back of the packaging, you do get a good idea of the scale. They have a photo here of Kane standing right in the middle of the ring. And it looks awesome in the picture. I'm going to be opening this motherfucker here in a second to get that assembled. But so far, this just looks great. I'm really excited to fucking open this. So let's see. Lifelike detail and authenticity. I don't know what that means, but sure. Ultimate Edition Kane with swappable heads and hands. Fabric turnbuckles and Attitude Era ring posts. So that's cool. And then fabric Raw is War ring skirt, which is great for all of you old school fans. Maybe not, Golden Age old school, but still pretty old school. Now, big thing here, unassembled. Colors and decorations may vary. Now, I never understood when toy packaging, like why it would say that. Colors may vary. Like, what, I'm gonna open this? Is it gonna be a fucking SmackDown ring in this instead? Like, come on. Now, here on the other side of the back of the packaging, we do have this awesome render of Kane and a little bio for him. So height, that's 7 feet or 2.13 meters for those of you who don't know freedom units. He's from parts unknown. His finisher is the Tombstone. And his career highlight, WWE Champion. And then we got here Mattel's logo, empowering the next generation through play. WWE.com, the logo, and then a fucking question mark here at the bottom. What the fuck? Service.mattel.com. So if you have any issues with the ring, I guess you can call their customer service and shit. Now, one more thing that is really cool that you can find basically on any kind of WWE merch is the little holographic sticker right there with the logo on it. And it's got like a number on there, I guess like maybe like a serial number or a product number or something. And so that's really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and open it now, but I want to figure out how I'm going to do this, because this box is designed to be ripped open. There's perforations going down and around this whole back side here, so that you kind of rip this back panel and then fold it up like those old school like Happy Meal boxes and shit, and then you can pull out all the pieces. As a collector, I don't like that. Even though I'm opening these fucking things, I like to keep the packaging in as good of a condition as possible. Now, I do see some tape here in a few spots holding it closed, and the box doesn't look like it's glued on there like it is on the sides here. So I'm gonna see if I can open it that way and try to salvage the box without fucking ripping it open. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of tape. So pray for me. Okay, that's one taken down. There we go, being very careful not to nick into the box. Legit cutting with like just the tip here. Okay. Oh, I'm seeing some give. This is looking promising. Oh, let's fucking rock. Let's fucking rock. Okay, I see a little bit here. Now, is this gonna come out cleanly? Oh, no, it's not like curved enough. So, okay, I'm gonna have to really do this like janky, and I gotta be super fucking careful on how I'm pulling this shit out. All right, I managed to get the instructions. Okay. Okay, this looks straightforward. That's cool. Oh, interesting. Okay, you know what? I'll show you guys rather than tell you guys. Okay. Here we have the turnbuckles and the pads. Oh, okay, the pads are actually attached to the turnbuckles. Ooh, so you won't be able to do the little thing where they take the pad off to expose the raw turnbuckle. So if that's a deal breaker for you, well, now you know. And it looks like the strings are attached, so you can't really replace the strings if they get worn out or snapped. Okay, this is gonna be tough. Fuck me. Whew, okay. Now these are little posts. Now we're getting some give here. We are getting some give here. Let's go. All right, so I got enough out that I was able to loosen this side panel, and that lets me pull up this big fucking piece here. Awesome. All right, these are all the bigger parts of the ring. Perfect. Oh, it's a different box. Yo. Okay, so this isn't the box that the Ultimate Editions usually have. They usually have a much bigger, oddly shaped one. This is straight up just okay. I mean, granted, yeah, I mean, if you can save on like the packaging, definitely do that. But I do like that they didn't just put it in like a blank box and mark it Kane. They still have, you know, all of like the promotional shots. You got the render on the side and all of that cool shit. Oh, here we go. We got a little more of a blurb on here. The Big Red Machine rose from the ashes of a burned funeral parlor and stalked his brother, Undertaker, to the WWE. Though scarred for life from the flames, his burning desire for revenge made him one of the most imposing monsters in history. There are some people who would say his run as mayor has made him one of the most imposing monsters of history, but this isn't a political channel. It's a good-natured joke. Deal with it. Now we got one of the steps. There we go. All right. We got the box open. Now we're able to pull out all of the really long, big shit. This is gonna be the ring skirts and the canvas. And then the wooden God, these things are fucking big. The wooden panels. And then the ring steps. Awesome. Now, does this only come with one set of ring steps? All right, and we managed to preserve the box's integrity. Fuck yes. Okay, so let's look at assembly. So here is the front of the instructions. Yeah, it looks like only one set of steps, and yeah. So let's get to building this motherfucker. Now this, oh my god, I should have used a bigger table. Oh no, this is really cool. Okay, so if you can see this here, they have the pieces marked by letter, like even on like their sides. Each side is like marked with like a different letter and number combination, and instead of like stickers or anything, they actually have it molded into the plastic. Let me see if I can get that right there. And that's super fucking cool. Very useful. I guess in case like you ever take it apart and you need to put it back together. So this is A1, A2, and that connects to a B1. So it looks like it just kind of snaps into place. Now how can I... Okay, and they pull apart fairly easily too. I'm gonna try to do this without hitting the camera. And like, yeah, like you definitely don't have to worry about breaking this guy if you're putting them together and taking them apart. So I'm gonna get another A1 and then another B1, and it looks like it's just gonna keep going like that. So oh yeah, this is a sizable motherfucker here. Wait a second. That was B1. There we go. Okay, and then we put in the floorboards. Now do these snap? Oh yes, okay. Okay, so yeah, so these have little plastic pegs in here that are gonna go into the holes. Now all of these are made of like a really tough plastic, and I really like that. This canvas is actually just felt, it seems like. Huh. Oh, no, it's double-sided. Okay. Okay, that is cool. Wow, what the fuck? That is really cool. Okay. So yeah, so this side feels like felt, but the other side definitely, it has a bit of a rougher texture, and it's it feels rougher, looks smoother, but that feels more like what I would imagine the ring canvas would feel like. So we got to do some weird shit for this one. So we got to lay this down, put the ring on top, fold it over, and I think hook it in like right here. Now for the sake of trying to keep that side tight, I'm gonna skip around on to this side, and I'm very worried that I'm going to rip this, because this fabric does feel very thin. So you know, just be careful when you're hooking this bad boy on. Okay, the canvas is on. That is looking very nice. I like that. I like that it's got a faint, even without the light, the blue light on it, it's got like a faint bluish tint, which is awesome. I love that. All super cool. And now we put in the pegs for support on the bottom. Okay, so now we flip this guy over and we put in the ring posts. Now, how easily... Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Because I imagine for storage, the ring posts would be kind of the hardest thing, because I mean, you can kind of keep this whole thing intact, pull off the ring posts, and all that kind of shit. And yeah, pulling them out doesn't seem that bad, so we're good on that front. Next, we put on the ring skirts, and these are nice. These are, I don't know if you can see the texture there. Okay, let's get that like up in there, but that's like it's a pretty rough cloth texture. Oh, okay, these are elastic, and we're supposed to run these down the ring posts. Maybe if they had like a way to stay down, because they kind of pop out there at the bottom. Okay, so we got the skirts on. This is looking fucking awesome. All right, here are the ropes. Now they're not super tense, as you can see. They have quite a lot of give, so definitely not as tense as they sort of seem to be on the show. Also, if you are able to undo the pads here, yeah, that's like, yeah, you would probably rip the fabric. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do it then, but it looks like the ropes can be changed out if need be. Now all we need is the steps, but I don't have enough fucking room on this thing to be able to do the steps. But they come in two pieces and they just kind of fit on top of each other, like so. All right, now here is the finished ring. Yeah, this is fucking cool. I absolutely love this. Now there is this big giant fucking tag on one of the turnbuckle pads, so if you want to like rip that off, go ahead. If you want to leave it there, you know, that's up to you. That's between you and God. But dang, this thing is so fucking cool. Okay, so we're here. We've got Kane. I'm just gonna kind of get in there and just, okay, get that little bit of tape there. Pull this out. Windowless packaging always scares me because I'm scared I'm gonna get something different. And there he is, the man himself, Kane, the big red machine. So let's pop him out. Such a beautiful fucking figure. God, I love these fucking Ultimate Editions. Like, the fact that they have the butterfly joints really do it for me. I love the butterfly joints. Now, okay, it's a pretty impressive split. Not a full one, but you know, he can still roundhouse if you want to make your Kane a fucking kung fu master. Double jointed knees that actually do bend like double jointed knees. Now let's see that. Elbows, not quite. Double jointed, yeah, but the way that the bicep is molded really kind of keeps it from going in even further than that, which is a shame. It's something that I'm hoping that they can fix in the future, but it's forgivable on what was normally a $40 figure that essentially came for free with a playset. Now, there are some companies that expect you to pay almost $100 for a figure, and they still pull this bullshit. I'm looking at you, Storm Collectibles. I fucking love Mortal Kombat, but this bullshit, I swear, That's keeping my wallet safe from you motherfuckers for now. Now he does have the diaphragm, which, I mean, sure, it looks more natural, but I've never been a fan of the diaphragm in terms of posability. I think an ab crunch just works so much better. If you're gonna have the diaphragm joint, then at least also have the waist on like some kind of ball so that we can get both the upper abs and lower abs sort of coming in to really get them to bend. But as far as this, the waist is just a swivel, so that's definitely something I would say they need to work on just with these Ultimate Editions in general. Now, yeah, we do have great flexibility on the wrists there. And the head, not so much, but it's because this fool has like hair that gets in the way. Now, what's really interesting here that I really like is that his mask here, if you can see there, is actually a soft plastic. It feels kind of rubberized, and it feels like it kind of feels like the fucking wristband right here, because I mean, even like parts of his shirt here are of a different texture than the plastic used for his skin, and I love that they use different textures physically to help emulate the different textures you would find on the actual costume that the person wears, as well as their skin. That's like really fucking cool. And so yeah, so soft plastic for the hair doesn't stop it from getting in the way of the head articulation, if the head can even articulate that far without it. Not really. I mean, honestly, because his hair is like covering it, if you wanted to, you could probably just like cut your own notch here on the back of the neck for the peg to be able to go back more, and then you can get Kane kind of looking up at the sky as much as his hair would allow, because his hair is pretty soft. And so while we're here, we can take a look at the other head. And so we have there we go. This head, same thing, just with the hair back. We got the same soft, smoother plastic on the mask, which is super fucking cool. I just love little details like that. It's fucking little details like that really make you think, hey, they put a lot of attention into this figure, and until of course you see this fucking shit. But that's okay. Like I said, this is normally a $40 figure that came for free. Even for $40, I like, that can be a lot for an action figure, but I'll take it. It's not super offensive to me on a $40 figure. And then we got, fucking looks like balls here in the thigh. There's a little bit of a click there. Might have to hit that with the hairdryer. Swivels on the upper thigh. And then we saw the double jointed knees, swivels at the shin. Do we know? Oh, very, very little ankle pivot. But these figures never really had crazy ankle pivot, which they really should add. We got, oh, this is gonna need to get hit with the hairdryer. This is definitely gonna need to get hit. But we do have the ankle being able to like straighten that out, and then we got toes too. And this toe might not. Yep, there we go. Probably hit that with the hairdryer too, but we got the toe bending. And so yeah, so that's the Ultimate Edition Kane. He's got two holy hands, so he's able to like hold weapons and chairs and all that shit. And then he's got two open hands here for when he's summoning the fire for his entrance, or just general open hand stuff. So now, here we have the true scale of this fucking thing, and holy crap, this is huge. This looks a lot closer to what we see on TV, although I'm not sure how this dude is supposed to climb over the ropes the way that he does with only being this tall. I mean, I'd have to watch him do it again. I need to see how far down he bends the ropes to, like, okay, actually putting him up against the ropes, doesn't look that bad, because he would go and then he would like climb over and be like, bam. Yeah, I think that's about right. I'll have to watch some Kane clips again to double check, but it's great to have such a big area compared to like the other rings that you can get, the non-scale rings that you can normally get in the store. And there's room for like so many fucking figures in here that you can have them fight while, you know, you're doing all of your at-home federations and shit. So yeah, so overall this is freaking great. Let's just do a sound check with an elbow drop here. Sounds a little solid. It doesn't have like, kind of like that crunch that you hear with the actual ring, because you know when they hit the ring, I feel like the ring kind of maybe like bounces a little bit. There's like a little bit of give, and it kind of boom, and there's a little bit of compression, because you hear like a sort of crunch. You do see the ring kind of sink down and bounce back, and they kind of pop up off of it. And yeah, you don't really get that with this. It's just kind of a thunk, just kind of, yeah. But functionally, that's the ring for you. And we got, you know, the pads here so they can take bumps against that. All sorts of cool shit. The steps, here we go, the steps. Now, I don't have room on this table to put the steps outside of the ring, so like, this is fucking cool. I absolutely love this. He couldn't keep his balance, that's fine. It happens. But I'm very happy with this. I'm extremely happy with this. And you can bet your ass that I'm going to be fucking playing with it. I have a a Cheetos, like a Halloween themed chip tin that I got last Halloween. They it's like those big popcorn tins that you get around Christmas, but it had like two different flavors of like Cheetos Bones. I have that full of wrestling figures. I'm gonna be fucking playing with that tonight, and I'm gonna make my wife play with me, but she doesn't get to be anyone cool. I'm gonna make her be Logan Paul. She can play Logan Paul. Now, of course, thank you all for watching. This was a ton of fun. I'm so glad that I finally got to open this. This, you know, it seems super sturdy. Again, you don't get that kind of satisfying crunch from, you know, like slamming a figure down that you would in real life. But, you know, again, that's just nitpicks. I would like it if, you know, there was something kind of holding down the skirts from the bottom. I do wish that the turnbuckle pads were easier to remove, and just that the whole thing in general was easier to disassemble for storage. But again, all nitpicks. This thing is so fucking cool. Like, this is the first scale ring that I have ever owned. I have like a couple of like other like smaller ones, and they're like 1/4 of this thing. This is, yeah, so I would say like, yeah, they're like 10 by 10, and it's this is, I'm just really excited to have this. I'm really excited to play with it. I love just like that it's actual fabric, which is cool, because all those other rings, it's just straight plastic. We got fabric, which is awesome. And like, even like the fucking panels underneath were patterned to look like wood, even though they're gonna be covered up. Now, maybe they didn't need to put that kind of detail in there, and maybe could have shaved like a few dollars off of the price if they did, but I still appreciate the detail It's super, super cool. Maybe one more nitpick I would have would be maybe some more detail on the ring post, but even back then they were pretty plain, so I'm not really gonna make a big deal out of that. But yeah, so thank you for watching. This was GummySharkGuy. Had a lot of fun doing this. It's good to be back making videos again, and look forward to more. And if you guys have a ring that you love, definitely drop it in the comments. Tell me who your favorite wrestler is first, so that I can judge you, and then, you know, if you have one of these rings that you really like, go ahead and mention that. Be excellent to each other.